ChatGPT 5 is here, and we're going to talk about it. What makes it different? What is it better at? And what can you do with it? First thing, you have auto mode, which decides how long to think. But essentially, before there was GPT-4, 3.5 Turbo, there was all of this confusion around what model to use because each one was different and each one was good at certain things. That has been fixed with GPT-5. So essentially, just have it on Chat 5 and it will decide which model to use depending on what you ask. So let's talk about some of the things that you can use Chat 5 for. Vibe coding is going to be the future. It's going to be all about prompting and being able to speak out and communicate how you want your softwares to look, and the AI will code it for you. Without any knowledge of coding, you can spin up simple but effective websites and other softwares just with using AI. Now having a real-time canvas is a game changer. So let's take a look, right? As an example, this is something that ChatGPT vibe coded. I asked it, can you make a website for renting a dog for an hour, and let me open it canvas. Very simple prompt, not with much information. And so it had to do a lot of inferencing around what I wanted. But look at the quality. It's right here, and I can interact with it right inside of ChatGPT. So if you think about the business applications of something like this, we can be using ChatGPT 5 or another model to be coding software. There's never been an easier time to make a website or build something, a digital version of what you might want. As always, we have folders so that we can keep things organized. And then you have a myriad of custom GPTs, writing, productivity, and whatnot. I build a lot of AI agents on VoiceFlow and N8N and Make.com. So for instance, because it's been trained on a lot of information that's specific to Make.com, I would use this chatbot to ask questions about how I can make a certain automation work or why I'm getting certain error codes. Another thing that has been working well is sales prospecting and lead generation. There's specific custom agents for that. And what you want to do is give it a lot of context. So if you're searching for a certain type of prospect, say you're looking for only law firms that are under 100 people that are looking for a certain service that you're selling, you can build a persona around what you want to do for lead generation, and then it can do that. It can spit out leads, real LinkedIns and real emails that you can do outreach with. Yeah. One of the most crazy things to me is the ability to code things. Let's run this code. Ultimately, it's about augmenting your workflow. You want to use the skill set that you have already and use it in the way that you want to use it. A lot of people are experimenting with AI and how to use it the best they possibly can. It's your time to learn what you can about AI and start using it to your advantage. A lot of businesses and business owners don't have the time to be learning skill sets like vibe coding, but if you build the skill set to vibe code, you can go out and vibe code websites for businesses that need updates or want a cheaper solution. It's ultimately an incredible time to be alive. With AI, the possibilities are endless. Another thing that Chet is smarter than the models that came before it, you have the ability to upload files and photos and screenshots or even take a photo. This is really interesting, right? This kind of technology has been worked on for years. We can't fix our washing machine. We take a picture and it'll find the tutorial online or a manual somewhere using its ability to search and then go fix problems for us. This one right here is the search. This one here is deep research. This can be really powerful if used right. So if you want to do a report, you can use the deep research and maybe it'll take 15 minutes, but you'll have a more thorough search done. And this is putting together the amount of research that no human could possibly do, all in 15 minutes. This mode right here is agent mode, which was recently released. This is a mode that allows ChatGPT to make actions outside of ChatGPT. This agent mode will allow the information that you want to send to be sent to a webhook in Make.com, for instance, and then build an automation out of that. This agent could actually start doing digital tasks that are outside the infrastructure of OpenAI's experience here. This right here is the ability for chat to use other apps on your software. Temporary chat, this is going to be something that you can use. If you don't want the history to be stored, you can use this right here. So This will not go into the memory of your account. You know that you're skewing your memory in one direction or another. And again, everything that you put into GPT is not private, it is saved on a server, so you should not treat it like it is private. This mode right here is very interesting. So now ChatGPT is recording. Go for a walk and turn this mode on and have it record your thoughts. Do some brainstorming with this mode. If you have a whole bunch of ideas and tasks and you need it organized, you can kind of just dictate that out and let ChatGPT give you a synthesized version of that. This will take better notes than I ever could. So you can see that it's given me a synthesized explanation of what I just recorded. Over here, you can dictate something into a prompt. I can type the prompt, or I can dictate the prompt, and it will be a lot faster. And if you're building your own business or trying to get things done, then saving time at any cost is always good. Right. So this right here is one of my favorite things. Grok does not have this on the computer. So that's a huge point for me, is that you can dictate your prompts in. You're kind of having a conversational prompting experience with ChatGPT in some ways. But if you're looking to engineer a more solid and longer prompt, I would recommend putting that into a prompt engineering software or a Google Doc where you're really building it out word for word. And this mode right here is voice mode. So we can have a conversation with an AI.
Absolutely. Honestly, it's pretty cool that you can just go for a walk, chat out your thoughts, and let the AI do the note-taking, heavy lifting. It's like having a little brainstorming buddy in your pocket. So if you need any tips on making the most out of these recordings, just say the word.
What do you recommend voice mode for? Are there specific use cases that you think voice mode would be really good for?
Oh, definitely. I'd say voice mode is kind of a superstar for a few things. It's fantastic for capturing those spontaneous ideas that pop into your head when you're away from your desk, and when you're out walking or when cooking. It's like having a hands-free brainstorming session. It's also super useful for meetings or any situation where you want to be more present and not worry about scribbling notes. And if you're working on setting goals or journaling your thoughts, speaking them out loud can make them feel more real and organized. So basically, anytime you want to capture thoughts without lifting a pen, voice mode's got your back.
I am learning Spanish, and the voice mode is incredibly interesting. It has genuinely been teaching me how to learn Spanish, and it's very interesting to think that AI could be an avenue to communicate with others in new languages. So there's a use case that I absolutely love. Yeah. So if you're in sales or communicate with meetings in any way, one thing I like to do if I'm talking with someone I don't know, or this is the first meeting, is have a conversation for 5 minutes, just 5 minutes before that meeting. Having conversations before a meeting for 5 minutes with the voice bot saying, hey, who is Karen from XYZ company? And it'll say, oh, Karen went to school here, she's from here, she's this old, her job is this right now. Okay, great, awesome. What are some of her achievements and what is she working on right now? Looks like she's this position at this company and she's achieved this. Having that background and being able to do that research in such a short period of time by using AI is game changing in the meeting. Having shown that you've done just a slight amount of research can change the outcome of the meeting. And then here you'd have the opportunity to share the conversation if you were trying to give it to someone else. The last thing we're going to do in this video is going to be the platform and showing the power of an API. One thing I really want to get across is the fact that ChatGPT does not have to stay inside of the framework that OpenAI gives you. With the use of an API, you can use it in other platforms, right? So if you go to this website, OpenAI platform, and you go here and you log in, if you don't have an OpenAI account, make one. You can use the free version or the paid version. Works fine. When you go to dashboard, here is where you're going to get an OpenAI API key. You can see I have multiple API keys and they're all safe here. But to make a new API key, you can name it whatever you want. And then you get this, and when you copy that API key, you can put that API key into other platforms like VoiceFlow or Make.com and pull on that API and use ChatGPT 5 in other platforms. This is crossing the realm from a user to the developer side. Now, if I can do it, you can do it. For all you non-developers out there, using your API can be very powerful and simple enough for you to learn. And I think there's never been a time better to use APIs and learn a little bit of the development side, as a lot of the jobs will be disrupted, and the way that we think of tasks and productivity is going to change over the next 5 years given the AI's state. So yeah, really go into your platform, use your API keys, go build stuff, have fun with it, enjoy the process, and really go make it happen with AI. If you want to learn more about AI, come speak with me, message me on any platform, and I'm here to talk. We will build a better future with AI together. AI for impact. Much love.